All right, well, welcome. This is the third video in this series. The first video I showed how to install it. The second video was sort of an excerpt just in case you had some Gradle functionality issues. I showed you how to sync it. And now this third video, we're going to try to run this program that comes default in Android Studio. And we're going to try to run it on an AVD, which stands for Android Virtual Device. So now that we don't have any errors showing, we're going to go ahead and go to Run, and then just go to Run App. Now, what it should say is that no USB devices or running emulators are detected. The next video, I'll show you how to hook up your cell phone so that you can, your Android device, I should say, so that you can actually run it on your device. But I wanted to do it on a virtual device first, so let's go ahead and click on Create New Virtual Device. And we have a plethora of options here. The default seems to be the Nexus 5X. So, I mean, if you have one of these types of phones, you're definitely welcome to pick it. But I'm just going to leave it right here at the default for right now, and then click Next. And then, once I get to here, it's going to ask to set a system image. It doesn't really matter, because by the time you do this, there might be something different out there. I'm just going to pick the recent version and allow this to download. And I will pause it so you don't have to watch my computer download. Once that downloads, we'll go ahead and we'll click Finish, and then we'll likely have to do the next one, so let's just go ahead and get that done. Click OK. Now, one thing you'll notice about the AVD, depending on what kind of computer you have and depends on what kind of program you're running, it might take a while. Newer programs and, well, the newer computers and the less intensive programs like this one, it shouldn't take too long to do. So here's your Android virtual device. You'll see that you have some options here. You're able to tilt it one way or another. You're able to zoom in and have some other functionality as well. So we'll go ahead and we'll let this run up. All right, and once this goes ahead and runs, it gives you Hello World, and that's about it. Just to take a look real quick, since we're already here, if you click on the button, you can go ahead and you can kind of use it like a regular Android device by moving it around and stuff, and you can see the apps that are already installed. Some have a degree of functionality, some don't have any functionality whatsoever. They're more for, I guess, looks. So one thing that you should take note of is that the application that you have is called My Application. If you remember, it reads it up here, My Application. That's what we created it as. And if you look alphabetically here, you'll see the icon that reads My Application. And if you double click on that like you would, or if you click on that like you would on a phone, tap on it, then you'll see that it runs your application again. So in the future, we can get into how that affects some program functionality, how you can create your own icons, and how you can name your own programs in the future. But that should hopefully get you started.